Okay, so I want to jump right into it. I want to jump right into the frugal and no nonsense approach to saving money that has definitely worked for me over time in my 66 years of being around. I'm just saying. All right, let's jump right into it. Number one, I don't mind taking a little longer before I make a purchase to research my options and see if I could get a better deal here, there, or anywhere. And if that better deal includes perhaps, let's say, some coupon codes or promotions, that's great. I don't mind taking a little extra time and asking questions. Can I tell you something? This has definitely worked for me over time, and I have saved bundles by doing that, by just taking that extra hot minute, if you will. It does not bother me in the least. So I'm just sharing with you what has worked with. And to be perfectly honest with you, while we're on the topic of purchasing, honestly, I would much rather spend a little bit more money on a quality item that's going to give me some lasting power. Now, this sounds a little crazy, but I'm going to dial it back even to something as simple as bathroom paper. There's bathroom paper and there's bathroom paper. One could walk into certain types of stores and they see this big package of what looks like oodles and oodles of bathroom tissue in it, and it's at a really cheap price. Well, there's a reason why that particular item is extremely cheap, because you could use it like maybe two or three times. There goes a whole roll. I'm just saying, as opposed to kicking in a little bit more money for the real deal, as I call it. And that has lasting power. I'm sure many people can relate to being tricked into thinking that certain packages of, let's say, certain paper goods, they look more superfluous than they really are. You're not really saving money. In my opinion, that's losing money. I'm just saying. So, all right. Another thing, this is an easy one for myself to remember, and maybe for anyone else listening to this. Honestly, the less I buy, the less I have to deal with. It's just like a, I don't know, strategic thing. When I was younger, I don't know, when I was younger, I wanted more things, but as I got older, to me, a lot of times it has been proven for myself, less is more. For me, less is more. Less concerns, less. I don't like to keep those tchotchkes around the house, extra dusting, extra work. You see where I'm going with this. So if it's something that I don't need, I won't get it. Simplicity works for me. Remember one of my favorite words of the year, simplicity? There's a reason for it. So for me, buying less things less often seems to work out very well for myself. I've also learned over time, sometimes when you get older, you get a little wiser, and it's the truth. I mean, I always try to avoid debt, DEBT, as much as humanly possible. And I don't like the idea of paying interest back on anything. If you think about interest when it comes to debt repayment, interest is sort of like, I don't know, it's like taking an invisible garbage can and throwing your real money into this invisible garbage can. To me, that's the way I view it. So for me, no, I try to avoid any sort of debt, like anything like that at all, as much as humanly possible. If I can't get the thing, I can't get the thing. And as a matter of fact, this is the thing where a lot of people these days are very impatient. Okay. And it's not their fault because they see all these flashy signs and things and whatever. Buy now, pay later. Ooh, how tempting. You mean I don't have to fork out any money right now? Boy, that's so tempting. Buy now, pay later. People don't mind the buy now part, but they forget the pay later part, which is actually pretty painful down the road. If you can't, if I look at it this way, this is why I run, not even walk. I run away from anything like that. If I can't put out the money right then and there to make that purchase, two things are going to happen. One, I will not make the purchase then, or yet, or I will save up to make sure if I really, really, really want that thing or whatever, I will make sure I save up for it and it is outrightly paid for. The problem these days is that the temptation is all over the place, especially they make these temptation things for the vulnerable person that may have a knee jerk response to things, where I'm sort of more like, okay, now let's wait a minute, before I do things. I'm more like a step back and take a moment kind of gal. Okay, I'll go, no, no, no. Let's think about this thing here. Okay, and right. So for me, it's very simple to avoid such traps, because in a way, it's kind of like a money trap, and that's something I absolutely would like and do avoid. So, you know, um sometimes people forget to periodically check around for the things they're paying for all the time. Like, for example, let's say phone plans. You're used to working with a certain phone plan, but is it possible to get something a little bit cheaper? So if you could find a way to save money on your phone plan periodically, I check on things like that for myself. And sometimes I'm happily surprised. And a little bit saved here, a little bit saved there makes saving a lot easier. And it is really a good, frugal, no nonsense approach to frugality. All right. Let me see. Yes, yes, saving money over time, okay? Sometimes, again, I just want to mention about being less impatient. Patience really could be a virtue, especially with saving. Now, saving money doesn't make you a gazillionaire. Let's get something straight, okay? Talk about saving money. I don't talk about investing. I don't talk about investing. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just sharing with you how I approach frugality. Okay. You want those investing things, you go, further on and research that. But as far as saving money is not going to make you a gazillionaire, but it's going to put you in a better place. It's going to keep you out of debt. It's going to help keep your ducks lined up in a row. You see where I'm going with this. And you don't have to start off bigly, but you do have to start off with a plan. Okay. So I want to get more in depth, 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 about steps to saving money as time goes by on future videos, similar to this, but more on the specifics of how to save and to get started. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. In fact, I often call this channel a training wheels channel, because in my mind's eye it is. It's a training wheels channel for saving, plus a little motivation and other good stuff like that. So here's another thing. Suppose there's an item that you like. You know you're going to buy it anyway, right? You know you're going to get it no matter what, okay? And to make matters even better, let's say that you already saved up for that item already. Now, before you plunge in and make the purchase, okay, isn't it extra fun to get that exact thing? The same thing that you want, the same thing that you already planned for in your budget, that you know you're going to get anyway. It's inevitable. You are going to get this item anyway. But if you could get that anyway item on sale, ho, 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 a big kudos, giant kudos for that. I'm telling you, KUDOS for that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a winner, winner chicken dinner. I'm just saying. I mean, And another no nonsense approach to frugality is to understand that every single buck that you spend, okay, it has its own little name in your own head: buck, money, cash, whatever, dollar, whatever. Each dollar you spend, okay, if you spend it with great intention, which is what frugal people do, we spend our money with intention. There's an intention. There is a job around it. There's a job behind it. Okay, it's not just this like thing. It's like some people treat money like they could like take the stairs up to the roof, right? And they just take a big old bucket and throw cash out off the roof. And there's people downstairs running around catching the flying dollar bills. That money is flying here, there and everywhere. No, 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 no. That is quite the opposite way of how a frugal person approaches their money. No way. A frugal person is not going to take their invisible bucket with a ton of cash bills on it and shake it off a roof and have people scrambling on the street below running. Can you imagine that in real life? Oh boy, that would stop a lot of traffic now, wouldn't it? But it may seem funny as something to think about that, but that's how some people, they literally throw their money around mindlessly. And then they're the same ones that go and scratch their head. But I didn't know. I didn't know. Watch more of those episodes of that show I recommended last week, Till Debt Do Us Part. Watch a couple of those, and it's the same recurrent theme. That, and it's not, I mean, with malintent, a lot of people simply do not know. And it's more or less like a habit, like a money habit, to retrain the brain to be less mindless about where our money is going. It is shocking and amazing to me, however, when people are losing thousands of dollars a month, and a lot of those monies are going to interest mindlessly or silly expenses, to things that amount to nowhere, to a zero. So, but anyway, I don't want to run too far away from this. We'll talk more about all of these things in the future. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate everybody's time. If you found value in this video, I would surely appreciate it if you could click like. And if you're interested in subscribing, don't hesitate to click subscribe. Thank you so much for sharing the video whenever possible. Have a great day. Take good care of yourself and your lovely family. Thank you. Don't forget to come back tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the morning.